Hey guys, it's
Yeah.
Squish. The homies and I took a little fishing trip to close out the beta and
Thank you all
spent
for
some time
joining
just
me today on this
discussing our
fishing
thoughts
trip.
and feelings on the experience and the future
Pass
of
the
New
beers
World.
around.
So enjoy, and I'll catch you in the next one.
So
Think
I want to
Trey's
know
gonna love this.
first. I want to know. I just want to talk about what are some of the things that you guys enjoyed with the beta? Enjoyed with the game so far?
To be honest, I've really enjoyed the crafting and harvesting system so far. Wasn't quite sure I'd enjoy it as much as I did, but I ended up doing more of that than anything else.
Yeah. I think the crafting felt really good for me too. And I'm not normally a crafting kind of person. I usually skip that kind of thing in games. But for whatever reason, in this game, it feels really good. Or even like particularly the gathering. I never thought I would enjoy chopping down a tree so much.
It's almost as enjoyable as chopping down trees in Valheim, but yes, for sure.
Or fishing.
Yeah.
I've enjoyed the combat, fishing, not the fishing so much, but the gathering and crafting.
Yeah.
I guess one big thing, especially with the combat, that I gotta say I've enjoyed is the fact that it's a lot more interactive than previous MMOs I've played. The trend of pushing combat more towards the Souls-like games, I think, is a good movement because it does increase your interactivity with the game in general.
Absolutely. You know what? That's actually top on my list too of things I enjoy. I really love the Dark Souls fight combat.
I'm not a Dark Souls guy, but maybe I can get.
I just like I like that I can choose to dodge and block or swing my sword and not based on some random roll of the dice.
It puts you in a position where you need to have skill as a player as well as just the general MMO skill.
Right. I feel more in the driver's seat as a player. You know, something else I really liked too that I thought was cool. The servers actually held together really well, and like launch day for the beta, like went very smoothly. As somebody who's done a lot of these like launch day kind of things, they're usually like you can't even play the first day. Like everything is just like up and down. But first day there, I think my game crashed only one time.
That is true. I've never seen a game release, even for a beta, as smooth as this has been so far. So I'm hoping that trend will continue for the actual release.
It seems like they were on top of the server issues too. Like I'd be playing and then I'd be playing and then I'd be like, oh man, like everything's getting kind of laggy all of a sudden. The next thing I know, there was like an alert that like, hey, we're bringing down the servers an hour for instability issues. We're looking into it. Kind of cool to see that they were like really on top of
I appreciated the end game. I mean, the in-game notices.
it. Yeah, the overall communication.
Yeah.
I like that too. It felt like they weren't leaving us in the dark.
It also wasn't intrusive. That was the other big thing with those notifications that I really liked.
So, what do you guys think is like something they could? What do you guys think is something they could like improve upon? For me, I think like the major thing they need to work on is monster variety. I feel like I'm just like killing like the same stuff all the time.
Yeah, that's definitely one thing. I was going to say that what I would really like to see more variety of is weapon choice. Even though there is a lot of weapon choice, they don't have a lot of the stuff that I was hoping to see, like your dual wielding or just other magic options as well. Having 2 elemental choices is limited, but maybe it'll open up later in the future, hopefully.
I wouldn't mind seeing a focus mace, dual daggers. They're gonna bring a great sword and a pistol.
Pistol would be cool. Or you know how they do like the sword and the shield? If they like coupled like a pistol and a dagger, that'd be kind of cool. One of the things I think that they needed to work on too is the experience gains. It became pretty obvious within a week that the best way, bar none, was to use the town board quests. And it felt like that was a little bit wrong to like make one thing so much better than everything else, like any other way to level.
I think I have a sneaky suspicion that's beta only exclusive to get us to end game.
Okay, I hope so. Yeah, because I was like, man, I didn't want to be stuck doing the town board quest. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I'm a gamer. Like, I'm gonna choose the quickest route to level, even if I hate it, kind of, you know. I just wish the other ways were just as lucrative with the experience.
Since we were speaking about Guild Wars 2 earlier, I was able to level a character from level 1 to max level with just doing PvP only. Having something like that where we could just level a character to max level off of PvP or just off of crafting and stuff like that seems like it would be a nice addition to this game to allow for a lot more variability in play.
Yeah, I agree. You know what the other thing this game needs really bad? It needs a quest share button when you're like grouped up with your buddies.
Oh yeah.
So me and Lily, we were running around a bunch. We duo a bunch, and it was really annoying, having completely different quests every time we went to the town board or the faction quest or whatever. And I mean, we made it work because you can see each other's markers on the map. So like, she'd mark hers and we go like do all of hers, and then I'd mark mine and we do all of mine and go back to the town. But it would be better if we could just share them, or sync them up somehow.
I had that issue when I was running with Nightrun. There were some quests that I was ahead of him. Some quests he was ahead of me.
So, as the game's going forward, what are some of the things you guys would like to see in the game, be added to the game?
A mail system.
A mail system would be nice. I would also like to see some sort of mount or quicker travel. Not necessarily fast travel, but at least speedier travel.
Better search options in trading post.
Yes, the filters need to be worked on big time.
Yeah, where I can search just con items or something like that.
I never thought of the mail system, but that would be really useful too. Because yeah, you're right. The only way we can trade between players is just to be in front of each other. Drop something.
Even if you had to run to the mailbox that you dropped it in, yeah, that would be nice.
Well, that way too, you don't necessarily have to be on at the same time, right? You could drop something off for somebody in the mailbox. They can come around and pick it up at their own convenience. Don't know how I feel about the mounts though. That's that's divided among the community, isn't it?
Yeah, well, like I was saying, it doesn't even have to be a mount per se. Like, for instance, in Star Wars The Old Republic, before you even get a mount-like option, you have a special ability that lets you run faster outside of combat. Just having that, I think, would be a great addition.
You know, I saw somewhere somebody mention an idea that maybe running faster while you're just on the road, like getting some kind of like speed or travel buff, like when you're just running along the main roads. That could kind of work out. That'd be good, I think.
The game's not really tailored for people that got an hour or two to kill doing questing because of the speed of the walking and running. That's why I think people want the mounts.
Yeah, I can understand that, but as like a PvP player myself, I don't want to be trying to chase down people on. Like, I already have to chase them down like through half the territory when they run, right? I don't want them to jump on a horse, have to jump on my horse, and now we have to like chase them down across 2 territories.
And that's a good argument.
You know, something I'd like to see for the game is some more 5-man group PvP and PvE content. So currently it feels like in the open world, the PvP content is really like third base. Or like if you do run out there, you know, you get some 1v1s here and there, but most of the time when I'm running around solo PvP, I'm running into 1v3s and whatnot. And it'd be nice if there was more. I don't know how you would enforce this or make this happen, but if there was, we could see more 5v5 group world people out there. Maybe that's just something that comes with time. Is the community. But the other thing that I think is a big one too is PvE content. I felt like level 25, get to the first dungeon, was kind of long. It'd be nice to have like a level like 15-ish, so low levels can start grouping up immediately and that kind of.
Yeah.
Or because that's one of those open world dungeons that they have.
That's actually something I still haven't gotten to do anything with, is because I'm still level 1. I haven't gotten to the first dungeon yet.
Oh, it's pretty fun. I like it.
I've heard. I mean, heck, even making it so that they're like 3-person dungeons or something like that at the lower levels, or like you would have your 5-person for big quest events, and then you could do 3-person ones as intermediate, so you could also repeat relatively often or something like that. Anyway.
Right. That'd be cool. You know, the other thing for the future of the game, this is pretty important for me, is that they keep the game grounded within the theme of the game. Something I really hate right now in the game, I think a lot of people hate it too, is the rainbow tigers and blue galactic bunnies for the houses.
Oh.
They're the worst, man, because they don't like, they're so jarring when you come across them, because they don't fit the theme at all. Like, color, the shading, anything. I hope they don't add any more of that.
Yeah, it is jarring, because the overall theme, just the color palette theme of this game, makes it seem as if it's a little more gritty, dark and gritty, and they should stick to the dark and gritty, personally. And you're right, having those those animals that are bright colors and stuff like that is just way too jarring.
Have you seen the bear in what place is it? I'll tell you in a sec. In Weaven's Fen, there's a bear that's kind of made out of ore, and it's different colors.
Lee, what are you doing? Are you drowning?
I am.
Oh, sad.
You got
Man
people
down.
overboard.
I'm gonna die too.
All right, who forgot their life vests?
Pass out the water, weenies. Cool, guys. Well, I think I'm going to end it right here. Does anybody have any closing comments or thoughts? I guess not. Okay.
I was just going to say I don't have any major thoughts, but I am looking forward to release to try to jump back into this and help get things going forward. Just as a company, we've got a lot of good plans ahead of us, so it should be fun.
Absolutely. I'm right there with you. I think waiting for the game to come out in a month from now is going to be so awful.
I can still train for late nights, overnights. I'll do it.